It's the Improv Comedy Show! Featuring performances by Marlon Dance Huey, Jaden Pittman, Ven Jacobs, Kayla Keatley, Todd Farrell, and David Goldfarb. Featuring the animated styles of Paul Scott. And your host, Aaron Bush. Starting off, our first game will involve 3 performers and a host in the style of a dating show. This is called the dating game. The host has to try and guess who each performer is without stepping themselves away from the scene. Kayla, you're our lovely host today. Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay, take it away, Kayla.
Hi everybody, my name is Kayla and I'm here on Dating Days to find myself a date. Right, first up we have Ven. Hi Ven.
Hi. Hello.
So, Ben, let's jump straight in there. If you were to take me on a date, where would you take me and why?
Well, why do you want to know? I mean, that's not really something you should be really asking. I mean, we just met each other, you know? I mean, it's kind of a strange question, don't you think?
Yeah, but for the point of the show, you know, I just want to get some more information about you and why you would want to take me somewhere.
I guess I could take maybe the park. Yeah, the park. It's somewhere nice and open, so that way if anybody tries to encounter me, there would be a lot of space for me to run and lots of spectators. So, yeah, probably the park. Yeah.
Cool. So that's the park for you. Why would you want to take me to the park?
Well, the park it's very lovely. You know, nature, the birds and the bees and all that nonsense. But then mostly just because it's a place where I personally would feel comfortable, and anywhere else is probably very uncomfortable.
Okay, thank you very much, Ven. And same question to Jaden.
I would take you down to sunny California, where the hills are nice, the skies are green, the grass is green as well, and everybody is lovely. And it's all available here, live from 6 p.m.
Okay, thank you. And David, if you had to pick a perfect holiday destination, where would it be and why?
Forest. Good.
Forest?
Forest, good.
And why is that?
Forest, good. Have food, water, trees, grass, big sun and sky. Fun to be in forest with you. Me take you to forest now.
Nice. Okay, and let's see then. I really like going to the theatre a lot. If me and you were to go on a date to the theatre, what would you take me to see?
The movie theater? I don't know. I'd probably a movie, a regular commercially released film. That would probably be something. I don't know, something very, very, very loud, very, very, very loud, very distracting, very engaging. Something like an action film with lots of explosions. Something that in the event I needed to leave very suddenly, I could probably slip out without anyone noticing. So probably something like an action flick. You know, something like that, probably.
Interesting. And Jaden, if you had to buy me a present for my birthday, what would it be and why?
I would buy you a nice microphone. Good sturdy microphone. Something that can get the job done. It's efficient, it's powerful, and it makes you sound wonderful.
Interesting. And David?
I'm here.
You're here. And let me think, if you had to make something for me, what would you make and why?
I take you to my cave and make you dinner. We sit and have dinner in the cave, and then we have good time in cave. We go to cave now. For dinner, we make big, giant brontosaurus steak fries made out of the leaves from the trees that grow in the Neolithic forest, which I take you before. This would be our second date.
Very nice.
And sip Chardonnay from the antelope creatures with giant horns.
Very, very interesting. Let me see. So then, you've been mentioning leaving quickly at sudden notice. Is this because you have, could we say, other duties to attend to, or maybe another personality?
No, nothing like that. No, I just don't like it's just everything to just be like pop out at like any moment. And the secret organizations, the Illuminati, the government, the CSI, the FBI, the CIA, they're just like everywhere, man. And we just gotta take care, gotta look out for number one. Just who knows what they're trying to do. They're out to get me,
Oh, okay. And David, why do you love cave so much?
Why I love cave? Cave good.
Yeah.
Cave home. Cave where we stay. Cave where we have fun. We have good time in cave. Then we go out to forest. Then come back to cave. Cave home. I take you to cave now. You come with me to cave.
I come with you to cave.
You come with me.
Are you human?
Me subhuman. But I'm still good. But I am a good guy. I am the first human.
Got it, Kayla?
Kind of like a Fred Flintstone kind of person?
Close enough. There you go.
Yes, very close to him.
That's good, Kayla. He was a caveman.
Caveman, yes. Thought
You're
so. I don't
smart.
know if it's an exact one.
Smart. Me like you.
Me like you too, David.
We go to
move
cave
on
now.
to Ven and Jaden there.
So Jaden, remind me of yourself. What do you like to do in your spare time?
In my spare time, I like to stare at myself in the mirror, prime my suit, and just look away.
So I'm guessing you're a news reporter.
Good job.
Well,
Yay.
Okay, Ven?
And then, quite suspicious, I guess. If you haven't got another secret life, you're suffering from a very bad case of paranoia, I suppose.
Good job.
Yep. How did you know that? Run away.
That's seen, everybody. Good job, Kayla.
Woo! Awesome.
Moving on to freeze tag. This game involves all our actors. We will start with a predetermined scene, and as it progresses, an actor will shout out freeze, then take over using the last line of dialogue that was said. To start off our first scene, let's start off with a type of emotion that would seem very awkward for two people on a date.
Angry.
Very angry. There we go. Let's start off with... Let's make it interesting. Jaden and David. This is not a gay date, guys. Let's not make it very obvious.
Okay.
Take it away, David.
Ow, my... You know what? This is the fourth time this week that we are on... I date you, and we have these great times, Jim, but you take me to the places that have the worst seasoning. Ow! God, it's just spicy.
So it's my fault that you don't like the food that they present. You know, I happen to love this restaurant. Just because you don't like this, just ask for no seasoning, why don't you?
Jim, I'm willing to give everything a chance, but this is too much. My mouth is on fire here.
Okay, whoa, that looks really bad. Look, just why did you eat so much? Look, here, have some water. I mean, God, you're making this into the worst date I've ever had.
You know what? I'm done. This is it. We are done. This is it.
Freeze.
What?
I'm done. This is it. I can't handle this anymore. What are you trying to do to me?
Hey, look, just calm down, man. I'm a professional. I know how to do this.
Freeze, Jaden. Look, calm down, man. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. Just stand up and drop your pants, and I'll take it from here.
How's this? Is this far enough?
All right. Hold on. Let me just take a closer inspection. Okay, that has nothing to do with any of that. So pull your pants back
What are
up.
you doing in there?
Freeze, Aaron. What are you doing in there?
I'm
Why are
trying
you in my
to do.
closet?
I'm trying to perform science in here. Can't you leave me alone?
What? But this is my house. Why are you in here? Just
Because look, if you look at the geometrical, the metaphysical, and the geothermic reactions, this is the exact spot where if I perform this particular science, I will be able to create cold fusion. Do you know what that is?
Freeze. Ben,
All right.
you know what that is? That's my heart beating madly for you.
You know how to charm a guy, you? Come here, you hunk of man.
If I were any closer, I'd be behind you. But let's not fall back on cliches right now. This moment is too precious. You know, I felt this way. I felt this way about you ever since the first moment I laid eyes on you.
Well,
Please, David, I have felt this since the first moment I laid eyes on you. I knew I shouldn't have ever went out with you again.
oh, why? Look, I know, babe, that we had some, like, crazy times and stuff, but, I mean, you gotta go with the flow. I mean, I didn't know that was gonna fall in there at the time, honestly.
Well, you
Yeah, look, it's okay to embrace the things you love. If you love playing World of Warcraft and dressing in bow ties and going out on dates and choking on mild pepper seasoning, that's okay. It's just you need to embrace it, make it your own, be proud of your status as a dork.
I'm
Dork
ready.
pride.
I'm ready.
Freeze. I am ready to do this. Just put me in the ring, coach. I am ready. Let's do this.
All right, let's go. All right, you're all
Right.
set and hooked up. Now, just if you hear a flashing noise, actually, yeah, don't worry about the flashing noise.
Wait,
Just
why would there be a flashing noise? We're playing, playing
no,
basketball.
yeah,
Why was that?
Yeah, look, just nothing could possibly go wrong. It's what was that? All right, never mind.
what?
Just get on the field. Just get on the field, the court, whatever it's called. I know what it is. Just yeah.
Are you okay, coach? Because you're looking a bit kind of freaked out. Are you sure you're okay?
Freeze and scene. Okay, moving on. Our next game is Conducted Story. Conducted Story consists of all our actors who will narrate to you a magical tale of something that wouldn't quite fit into a car.
An elephant.
How did I know you were going to say that, David?
So obvious.
Exactly what I was thinking. Actually, I was thinking cow, but same thing.
Okay, we're going to start with an elephant. And David, since you were so obvious, we'll start with you.
Jay?
This will consist of David, Ven, Jaden, and Kayla.
John and Carol were on their first trip to South Africa when they decided to go to the wonderful park where all the elephants were gathering for their annual feast. It was a beautiful day.
Jaden.
It was a beautiful day. The sun was in the sky, and the grass was where it was normally. And the elephants danced and sang until they heard the beat of the drum.
Ben.
Do. Confused, the couple looked over to the left and saw a small group of natives just enjoying themselves, having a wonderful time. Being curious, the two parked their car over on the side of the road.
Parked their car on the other side of the road. The elephants continued their dance, but went to see what the natives were up to. They were enjoying the afternoon and soon joined in dancing, but the natives had another nasty idea
David.
that they didn't tell the elephants.
Another nasty idea, and the elephants were part of that weird scene. They took the car into their private tribal ritual, and one by one, starting with...
No, sorry. And one by one, they all piled into the car. Having never seen such technology, they did not know how it worked. And there were so many in the car that they were pushed up against the window. They tried to press every button, curious to the nature of the mysterious vehicle. It started up as a light, and it went off at full speed ahead.
It started off with a light, and suddenly full speed ahead, with two full-sized elephants standing on top, very confused as to how they quickly obtained such speed. The couple couldn't help but listen to the vroom of the engine as it dashed by them, and they couldn't help but just stare at the spectacle.
Kayla.
The natives, with such fascination of this new thing they had never saw before, wanted to sacrifice it to the gods. They started doing their ritual dance, in which the elephants joined in, but they needed a plan to get their car back and away. The plan ceased, so that when
The plan was to go in and make a feint from the northeast, using the man, and then the woman would sneak up behind and get in the car. But they had run into a problem. During their joyride earlier on, the natives had accidentally ripped off the wheel, and there was no way.
And they threw off the wheel, and there was no way to put it back without some special car maintenance tools, none of which they thought to bring with them on the trip. So with no way to put the wheel back on the car, the car,
as it were, was out of control, spinning not only through time and space, but out of Africa and into another galaxy, with all the elephants going one by one into the car from other dimensions and times. It was the biggest joyride in the history of Elephant Space Time Warp City.
And what they didn't know or realize, they thought they'd escaped into this time warp, but there was one native trapped in the boot of the car. He didn't know how to get out. And then they heard him banging, released the trunk, and there he was. He did a ritual which got them spinning back down to Earth at a magnificent speed. Once they landed, they weren't in the same place. They were in a whole new magical place, which resembled a rainforest, painted with gold.
Ben.
A rainforest painted with gold, with trimmings and fixins and anything anyone could have ever wanted. It was a real paradise. Unfortunately, however, the one thing that stood out like a sore thumb, the car itself, completely totaled from the impact from space-time place into this golden paradise. Eventually,
Okay, that's good, guys.
And then they all died. The end.
Jim and Carol will never forget their wonderful trip, nor the elephants that they encountered along the way.
Well, elephants never forget either.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Yeah, could you imagine a scrapbook they would have of their journeys? Like, and here's us in the space-time continuum tunnel.
We went from Africa to outer space to a parallel universe.
I try to keep it kind of not insane, but sometimes it just goes that way.
That's the way improv is, right?
That's the way of improv. It takes you where it wants to go.
Even if it sometimes is someplace where no one else does.
So we'll go I think we'll go changing emotions next. So this next one is for Kayla and Jaden.
Sure.
Changing Emotions is a game which starts with a predetermined emotion, and as the scene progresses, I'll call out a different emotion to which the voice actors will adapt to. This scene is going to be a newscast.
A newscast.
A newscast.
Okay.
Sports or weather or whatever you guys want to be.
Okay.
Starting with Insecure.
Good evening and welcome to the 6 o'clock news. Is it 6? Is it? It's not 5:30 anymore. Do you know?
It's like 5:55.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Just call it news at 6. Do you think?
Yeah. We should go with that. Did you want to? Did you want to start? Because I feel that you're quite good at reading the news. I think I haven't I just watched you at news.
I just feel very saddened by this first piece of news about the poor rainforest.
Yeah, the rainforest. Yeah, it's poor. But seriously, you are a good news presenter. Do you have any photo you thought of going into TV? Because you could get those 8x10 photos. I'd love to have a copy. Just so I can pass on to other producers, of course.
Controlling.
Because other producers, they might try to screw you over. So I think it might be better if you just let me handle it all. You should put the papers down. It's not going to look good on camera. So just put them down. I'll take those. You can deal with that. I need to. I need to. I'll deal with this. You were going.
Okay, well, we're about to go live, so if we switch from the papers and the pictures and report with some news.
Sorry, Anne, what was that last emotion?
Courageous.
Yeah. To hell with it. Let's just do it. Beat me down. He was always condemning of me whenever I'd stutter or get a poor grade on a speech in class. And so I felt that if I needed to push past that in order to become a newsreader, even though my true passion was designing bow ties. I loved that, but I was forced myself into this position I did not want, and the connotations that come with that imply self-hatred, self-degrading, self-loathing on the inside, a narcissistic personality disorder.
Well, maybe you should follow your dream, because maybe my downfall is your unenthusiasm rubbing off on me.
That could be true.
Maybe you should follow your dream for bow ties.
Yes, I should. The bow tie industry is not very well at the moment. Only select few people are wearing them, but the fact that happiness brings forth much more joy than a good paying job.
Well, I think you should just be a man now and go for it. Go for the bow tie job and just be done with it. Follow your dream. If that's what you want to do, then I think that you will make a very, very good bow tie maker.
Yeah, okay. I need to do it. I'm going to do it now. I'm going to quit my job now. I can't handle it. I gotta do it now. Do you know somebody who is in the bow tie industry? Do you know somebody? I can't stop here. I need to go now. I need to.
Yes.
Self-loathing.
What's the point? Just look at my own bow tie. If I can't design this.
I'm sorry for saying that you should make bow ties. Oh, I'm such a horrible person at times. I didn't mean to offend you. You are a good news reporter.
My sick obsession with bow ties have now made you feel bad. I should just leave the building.
No, I should leave the building.
Chaotic.
Let's both leave the building. Let's just screw the news. Let's burn this place to the ground. Come on, Taylor. I've got the Molotovs. Let's go.
And we'll both make bow ties.
Yes. We shall make a new world where everyone can do what they want, but they must wear bow ties.
Yes, that is the #1 rule. We will take over the world, actually using this news channel, and make everybody wear bow ties forever.
Yes, it shall be the glorious new paradise. Screw this desk! Come on!
Screw these papers too. Put them in the shredder.
Okay, guys, that's good.
Okay.
That was pretty fun.
That was a good one.
That's intense. Like, I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Damn you, prompt guy! You've been screwing me over for 14 years.
I know those typos have been intentional.
So our next game is everyone's favorite quirky game, Quick Change.
Oh boy.
This will consist of 3 performers who will start off the scene. At some point, I'll shout out change, and that performer will need to restate the last line of dialogue that was said. What I need is something that would seem odd to do in a foreign land.
Mow
Duck
someone's
hunting.
lawn.
What?
Mow someone.
Mowing somebody's lawn.
Mowing.
Well, that's pretty strange, isn't it?
It is. I like it.
A total stranger mowing your lawn.
Like, hi, I'm from America. Can I mow your lawn, please?
We'll do this with Jaden, Ben, and David. Starting with Ben.
Wow. Man, this place is so beautiful. There's nothing like this around here where I'm from. Crap, I'm lost. This actually looks like a residential district of some sort.
Welcome.
Well, this definitely looks like a business district of some sort.
Change.
This definitely looks like a harbor of some sort.
Change.
This definitely looks like a bow tie factory of some sort. Excuse me.
Yes?
Oh, there's actually a house right there. I'm sorry. I don't mean to bother you, but your lawn, it is so unkept, and like the weeds are like 5 feet high.
Change.
This really, your weeds, they are like 6.11 inches off the ground. That additional 0.11 inches off the ground really bothers me, and I was wondering if there was a way that I can mow it so that way your lawn would be a lot more acceptable.
Change.
And I was wondering if there was some way I can mow it so that way my OCD doesn't cause me to have a seizure of some sort.
Yeah, okay. I know it's pretty bad. I've just been so busy designing these bow ties.
I understand, but it really bothers me, and it can be really serious. So I would really appreciate it if there was some way I could just mow it and get rid of that last little bit. How long has it been since you... And like, I understand that you've been really busy making bow ties or whatever you do. I mean, who even wears bow ties anymore? But still.
I am weed eating your lawn. I am going to mow your lawn. I will do it.
Wait, who's this guy now? Where did he come from?
I do not know this man.
My name is Sumil. I am the finest mower of the land.
Change.
Or I am the finest mower at this side of the street.
Change.
I am the finest mower in the entire district of this province.
Change.
I am the finest mower I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, with credentials like that, there's no reason why we should turn him down, at least. Of course, it's not my decision at all, considering it's actually not my lawn, but, it seems like a good idea.
Change.
Well, I mean, I know this isn't my lawn or anything of the sort, but considering the guy has a lawnmower and he might use it to attack us in some form, I think it might be a good idea to accept his offer.
Look, can the both of you just get off my lawn, please? I've got a lot of bow ties to design here.
Change.
I'm happy to get off.
I've got a lot of things to do inside.
Change.
I've got a lot of things to get down the shops, and don't want to disclose the details of them to you.
But that 1.1, that 0.111 feet.
Look, could you just stop your mad obsession with my lawn?
Do you want me to trim your hedges? Do you want me to take care of this gigantic tree that has been growing since 1920?
Change.
Do you want me to take away all of your shrubbery so that you can see your neighbor's yard?
Look, those shrubberies have been in my family for 17 generations. I am not removing them just because to feel your mad obsession with mowing my lawn.
Change.
I'm not letting you take those shrubberies because of your mad obsession with peanut butter.
Change.
I'm not letting you take those shrubberies because I love them and I want to marry them and I'm going to move to a country where it is legal to marry these shrubberies. Come here, you delectable-looking fine foliage, you.
They are quite beautiful. I
I
wouldn't
agree.
mind.
It's a very fine specimen, to say the least.
There, your lawn is beautiful once again.
Change.
There, your lawn is looking very good.
Change.
There, your lawn is beautiful, and so are your shrubberies.
Wow, you've really done a makeover over them. They haven't looked this great since 1973.
Change.
They haven't looked this great since the last time we took a romantic walk on the beach.
Change.
They haven't looked this good since the time of that party in 73.
Oh my! Okay. Well, now that your lawn is taken care of, well, that's good. I'm very glad because now I don't have to worry about that because things would get pretty serious if that wasn't taken care of post haste. But I'm glad we don't have to worry about that.
Well, I'd love for you guys to come in and have a glass of lemonade with me. You've been working hard all day.
Change.
I'd love for you guys to come in and watch me rub myself all over with my shrubberies because I know you love lawns so much.
Change.
I'd love you guys to come in.
Change.
Okay. Sounds like a lovely plan. Do you have like a drink or a beverage or something to eat? Because I'm pretty hungry, actually.
What do you want? We have a glass of lemonade if you would like it.
Change.
I would.
We have a glass of lawn juice if you would like it.
Change.
We have a glass of fine imported prune infested lovely bow tie flavored drink.
What does bow tie taste like?
It tastes quite fashionable, if I say so myself.
What does
Okay, that's
quite
good, guys.
fashionable taste like?
That's good, guys. This is where we bring our animator back in and perform Conducted Story, which consists of all our actors who will narrate to you a magical tale of a man who wants to adopt a dog. We've never done that before, have we?
What an original concept!
Yes, it's lovely. It'll wow the audience. Surely this will be a magnificent whatever.
Yes.
We'll
It's
do
so
this,
magnificent, it's actually magnificent.
and we'll
It's
do
so
this
magnificent.
with Jaden, David, and Kayla.
All-star cast. Let's go.
Starting off with Jaden.
Once upon a time, there was a man who was lonely. He had not had a girlfriend for quite a time, and his parents were far, far away. He wanted companionship, and he wanted someone who would be loyal and loving.
Loyal and loving, and would fetch a ball whenever he tossed it. So one day, he decided to go ahead and go to try to adopt a dog. He went to the local shelter and looked around, and the volunteer who works there approached him and said,
"Hi, well, what can I help you with?" The man said, "My name is Steve. I'm lonely, and I want somebody that's going to help me through the hard times and be with me for the good times."
Kayla.
He continued to say he wanted a dog that was nice to look at, but he couldn't decide whether to go for the white fluffy one or the very short-haired brown one. But he did want one with big, beautiful, sparkling eyes that would love him back forever and ever.
Jaden.
So
But he soon ran into a problem. He found out that the store owner, when he asked, was a gentleman who was self-loathing and considered himself to be Steve's shadow. Quite peculiar, really. Steve tried to work around it, but only got odd, cryptic answers.
Cryptic answers until suddenly a dog, 7 feet tall, approached both of them and said, "Would you like to adopt me?" Steve and the shop owner were both in the dog shadow at that point. And Steve looked up at the dog and said, "I guess so."
Ben.
And of course they laughed at the silly pun, and then he's appalled. At which point he accepted and adopted the dog. He was very curious as to how he was going to get the dog home,
David.
as he was 7
feet tall. And he also smoked a large cigar, same size and proportion to the dog, which was quite a marvel in itself. Well, the dog began fetching balls, but because they were so small, he had a tendency to eat
the balls, in which Steve spent a lot of money on balls, but he loved his new dog so much that he didn't really mind. Meanwhile, the shadow of the shopkeeper, the dog-keeper's center, was still hanging around
Steve's person. He was starting to grow concerned. It was creeping him out. He couldn't sleep at night, for the shadow was ever looming. He knew something was approaching, but he did not know. Even the comfort of the big dog, nicknamed Clifford, could not even help him.
David.
Clifford said, "Look, I think I can help you with this problem. The guy just needs a dog so he'll stop shadowing you." And Clifford went over and looked at another dog that was actually much smaller than Clifford. In fact, a mini dog, no larger than a small little pin that you might find in a sewing kit. And he looked at that dog and he said, "Why don't you be his companion and then he can shadow you?"
Ben.
And the little dog said, "But I am worried that one day he will forget about me and step on me. So I will hide here where no one can accidentally squish me or crush me.